Hi, my name is Tiffany Stewart, and my Graduate with Honors project is the React e-commerce store. My goal is actually to build a full stack e-commerce store using the following technologies: React, Redux, Node.js, Express, MongoDB, Mongoose. I'd like to also use APIs such as REST and Shopping API. I want to implement JWT or JSON web tokens and Stripe as well. But for the purposes of this particular presentation, I'm only going to share the front end of my project because I'm just now getting done with the full stack course and I'm still building out my back end. So with my front end, when you click on the appropriate buttons and links, they take you to the corresponding pages. The goal is to get all of my site functioning. So you should eventually be able to increase and decrease, add it to the cart. And then when you get to the cart, you can check out. I do have a registration where I would like this to also be fully functioning, a sign-in or a login page. The links down below also work, as well as if you click on the logo, it takes you back to the home page. I have had challenges with this site, and I still continue to have challenges, as we all do as new developers. I'm showing you my code now, and what I've learned things. A lot of my challenges come from just being new. So sometimes you learn by doing, such as with my folder structures. I had these completely wrong in the beginning. So I've learned how to appropriately structure my folders. I have to keep reminding myself to import everything into React. And I'm using JSX versus JS. And with JSX, it is super sensitive to syntax. So I've learned that along the way as well. And what my biggest pain point has been so far with the front end of my site is that, one, I'm using React Rotterdam, and with React Rotterdam, it's the NPA package. It's an NPM package that allows you to display your pages and then allows users to navigate in between them. This should have been easy. Not only should it have been easy, but I have implemented React Rotterdam into other projects successfully. So when I tried to do it this time around and it was not successful, it really surprised me. And it surprised me that it took me almost 3 days to fix it. The issue is that I installed React Rotterdam in its most newest version. And I followed the documentation to a T. I copied and pasted just as it said. So everything that you see here right now, I saw on in the documentation. Everything that you see here now was here when it was broken, and everything that you see here now is here when it's fixed. So what happens when there's nothing wrong in your project, but it won't work? And that was just the biggest issue that I came across. I worked with professors, I worked with peers, and we just could not figure out why. The syntax is working, the nodes are installed correctly, everything seems to be right. Why won't it work? I ended up fixing this maybe an hour or so ago with a new camp professor. And what he had me do, outside of shutting down my system, rebooting, uninstalling, then reinstalling, eventually this professor was just like, delete it, add an S, remove it, put the S back on, change it to, basically, I just kind of delete it, re-add it, delete it, re-add it again, saved it, and guess what? It worked. And that was frustrating, and at the same time something that I'm quickly learning, that sometimes when nothing's wrong, delete it, re-input it, or re-uninstall it, shut down your computer, and things just magically work. I know is not always the most ideal solution, but in this case, that is my biggest pain point so far, and that was my method of fixing it. And if any of you in the future have the same issue, maybe just consider um, uninstalling what the error in the console is saying, reinstalling, or just shutting the whole project down and coming back in. But thank you so much for watching or reviewing my project with me. And the entire project will be on GitHub when I am complete. Thank you and have a good day.